reauthorization bill before us.
The gentleman from New Jersey is recognized for a minute and a half.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I spent about 30 years in the insurance industry, and a good deal of that time I worked on this program. I know it, I would guess, better than anyone here, and I know what it does for people. I know its weaknesses as well. 140 million Americans live in coastal counties today. They are ordinary Americans, mostly of moderate means. I represent many of these folks in Ocean County, New Jersey. These are the victims of disasters like Sandy who absolutely depend upon this program. In October, the House passed a bill that I worked on and I supported. A 5-year reauthorization, modest increases in premiums, increased mitigation dollars, instilled some accountability at FEMA. It was too much reform for some, not enough for others, but it was absolutely necessary that we do that. The Senate has totally failed to act. So what do we do today? We hold every homeowner along the coast hostage? We cannot do that. We cannot do that. The NFIP program has $30 billion of borrowing capacity. That drops to $1 billion if this lapses. That's a modest event in this country. How do we look the American people in the eye after a storm and say, we don't have the money that you've been paying premiums for? How do we do that? How do we shut down the real estate market? If you can't get a mortgage, you can't buy a home. And you cannot get a mortgage in coastal counties without flood insurance. I urge my colleagues to... Mr. Chairman, I appreciate that. We cannot pull the rug out from underneath the people depending on this program. I will continue to work with the committee, with our chairman, and with the Senate, who needs to get off their backsides and do something. They've done nothing on this. I will continue to work, but in the meantime, we must continue this program until the end of hurricane season. That's why I chose the date November 30th on this bill. That is the last day of hurricane season. I urge my colleagues, whatever your reservations, support it, and we'll keep working on reforms. With that, I yield back.